You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ffxiv in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be great comfort to me. Oh yeah, there's humans, never mind. There's not very many, but there are some humans in Ishgard, I forgot. Unfortunately, we won't really see a lot of that until much later, because we're still working on a Realm Reborn, and Ishgard doesn't really open up until the first expansion. So there's still ways to go for Ishgard. But you get a taste of it here. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ffxiv were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you're eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Draconian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portlane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Oh, okay, so instead of trying to use the records from the observatorium, try to play politics. That can't go badly, I'm sure. Getting involved in the politics of a nation that I don't know anything about. Sounds like a great plan. I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Let's get her done. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First, you slayed 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Cheeky, but yes, I agree. Fair is fair. Hey, I hit level 50. Nice. Nice. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Hallinart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. All right, we got this. We got the goods. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Gods bless ye, friend. It's all here, every last, but wait, this chest over here looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francois, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Gary, take me. A draconic rosary? In the possession of Lord Francois? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Hallinart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Hallinart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. So I did the chore for you, and now you're gonna stop, like, helping me? That is so rude. I did my part. You're supposed to do your part too. That's just rude. Rude, rude, rude. Rude. You know what? You get a slap. Bam! Right across the face. You're rude. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francois is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Hallinart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to the Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Do you? The White Lily? Nope. The Wild Ruse? Nope. Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? Wow. Wow. I see Sir Carliot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Corthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall to the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in better position to assist you. Lord Hosherfont of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, my friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell, why have you come? Is there any injustice in this world? These charges will receive no serious... If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak was last seen above Korthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflict at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Vortemps. I always thought it was weird to name this place Camp Dragonhead when their whole thing is they fight dragons. Alright, so we're back in Camp Dragonhead. We're going to continue looking for the Enterprise now that I'm all geared out like a mother. As you have doubtlessly realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Vortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own House Vortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. She is also Crevellin of... There is also Crevellin of House Helenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Vortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Desmal. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Let's go make some friends. Let's go make some friends. I just wanna be your buddy. Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely, no one of House Vortemps does, or if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francois. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Aww. Hello, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Hoshapron. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenart into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Okay. So you're a little bit too busy, I get it. That's fine. I guess that just leaves going to talk to the astrologian again, which that was really good last time, so I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it will be great. I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Harshapon's missive was properly glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgalian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since the Inquisitor Guillemine arrived in Korthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Harshapont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Yeah, that went about exactly what I thought it was going to do. Alright. Get your chocobo out of my face! Thank you. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Cortes is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide proper... We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Should I keep a little tracker here in the corner of how many times I can't say words? It's starting to feel like it, isn't it? I mean, in fairness, there is a lot of words to read in this game. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francois, and of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravonian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray, journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francois' party requires assistance. Alright, so the Steel Vigil is up north. It's up here. And this is actually where that other fate that I was talking about is, where you fight the big dragon. I can't explain enough how cool this this was. So what would happen is there would be a couple of parts of this fate. The first part would be that all along this road that I'm running right now, there would be a bunch of dragons, and that would spawn. They'd be these things right here. And you'd be fighting and killing them as you went, and then you would get up here. I'm just going to take a minute to show you. So you would get up here, and then the second part would start, and you would run out here, and you'd go through into the Steel Vigil, into here, and there'd be again a whole bunch of dragons all around here. Just, you don't even know how many dragons. Like, we're talking like 30 dragons would be spawned. And you'd have a bunch of people running around, and you'd be killing them as best as you can. And then when that all finished, this really big, and I'm going to run over here so you can kind of get an idea how the size of it. Bigger than the dragon that was in Brayflock's long stop, okay? Like, big dragon would land in here. Pretty much fill this entire center out, right? And you would have your DPS, and it would be over here on one side. And the tanks, all of them, would usually be right around here trying to fight it, or trying to keep it pointing this way. And then you'd have your healers would be actually usually back here on the bridge, right? Healers and mages and stuff would be back here. And it was like a huge boss fight, and it had different attacks. It had breath cones that you would have to obviously dodge, so you're the tank and it was going to do a big breath cone. You'd have to like run over here to the side and let it do the breath cone thing, and they would jump in the air and land down and crash and hit AoE for everybody. There were not a lot of runaway and dodge AoEs though. Like that big crash thing you really couldn't avoid, because the positioning was right here on the bridge, and there's only right here on the rock pillar, there's only a bridge to escape from. So there weren't a lot of like dodge AoEs, but it was just a really big fight. And the tanks, usually you'd have to have at least a couple if you're lucky, because they would really honestly have to switch tanking at times, because in a fate grind you don't really have a guaranteed healer. Like, you may not have a healer in your party and you could be a tank, and so you had to be reliant on the healers and other parties that were there to keep an eye on you and keep you alive. So as the tanks, you'd actually have to watch and monitor each other, and like if one of them wasn't getting enough healing, it was like your job to provoke off of it so that they could not be killed, basically. So, and usually they'd get healed up after a little while, but it took it could be a couple minutes. It was fun though. It was the world boss. It was a lot of fun. Who goes there? Sophie? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. I would say of the fates that I used to do, I think fighting that giant dragon was my second favorite. There was one that I liked a little bit better. Oh, I don't know. That might still be my favorite, to be honest. Oh, I guess I have to go talk to his knights now. Okay. I thought I'd talk to him again first. Unfit Knight, what a great name. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Hallinart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did. House Hallinart will remember your kindness. That might be my favorite, actually, now I'm thinking about it more and more. The other one that was really good was in the last zone that we're going to go to for leveling in ARR, which is in Thanalan. There was a really fun one there that I'll explain about sometime. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, miss, bless you. Yeah, I think the dragon actually was my favorite now I think about it some more. Just because the dragon was an actual, like, legitimate world boss fight, and that was fun. It would spawn about once every 40 minutes or so. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. But yeah, about once every 40 minutes or so it would show up. It would spawn. Oh, it'd be nice and help you. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Skellskin. Moreover, it was House Hallinart that yielded a still vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches, but soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to the dying breath. I don't even think this is English anymore.